Today is my 35th birthday.
You dealing with the body of course, or you dealing with the boss?
The start of a new chapter. I'm feeling good, feeling great. Woke up with a headache, but we took some meds and we are ready to rock and roll. My plans for the day have changed, and hopefully I could be a good vlogger and actually take y'all along with me on what I do today, but just because today is my day doesn't mean I'm not celebrating the rest of the month, because I am. Indeed we are. So come along for the journey, baby. This is very crooked, but first stop is I'm actually about to bake myself to death. First stop, after I help my boyfriend, is to get a breakfast sandwich. We have this little mom and pop restaurant close by my house. Everything's within driving distance because you can't walk there. So I drove over here, and I'm going to enjoy my sandwich in the car before I go in to get my pedicure. Name of the game is just slow down today. I can't do what I really want to do of going into the city, so I'm going to just move as slow as I can until it's time to pick up my baby. So let's see. Minute. No. I mean, I could do both. The man who donates his kidney to his wife demands it back during a divorce. Like, excuse me?
Yeah, he sound crazy as hell.
Happy birthday, sis. I love you forever, and I hope you enjoy your day today, is what he said. My brother.
He's so mature.
It's a 20-year-old man, Mom. About to be.
Next
I know.
Y'all get difference. When I said that yesterday, they said you got a 35-year-old. I said tomorrow should be 35. And he's like, "Lisa, how old your son?" I said he's gonna be 20 next month.
All right, welcome back. So it is currently 12:03. I have done so much so far. I have taken my kid to school this morning, picked up the man from dropping his car to the mechanic. Before that, went to Sam's Club. Went and got breakfast. Clearly I need a nap. Went and got breakfast. Went and did my toes. Went to Stop and Shop to get the rest of the stuff that I needed to get for him for my birthday dinner on Saturday. Then I went to Target because I'm doing something for a friend. Her daughter started preschool. She asked me to make folders, and she asked me to make her a backpack. I made the backpack. I'm gonna do the folders and drop them in the mail today so she can get it for tomorrow. Her daughter started school on Tuesday, so I wish I could have got it to her for then, but we've had a delay in conversation about what was needed. And now I'm gonna go back home for a second because I have to take medicine, and then get these perishable items out of my car. And then I'm gonna go to the mall to see if I can find a shapewear for my dress, which is also very see-through, so it needs to be an appropriate shapewear. So I need to figure that out. I need to go see if I can find something. Maybe I'm gonna take a nap. Maybe that's also on the plans. I don't know, we'll see. But today so far is going quite swell. I really want to go to a park and just like do some reflection. So let's hope I can get that in too, because I feel like before I know it, it's gonna be time to pick up my baby. But I'll call y'all back and keep you posted on what we got going. And I also need a coffee because my head is throbbing. Throbbing. And I gotta show y'all my outfit. I'm a little cute today. Not a little cute, really cute today. Alright, I'll call you back. Bye. Want to know what I did today? None of which I had planned. Never made it to the mall. However, I did get my toes done. This dog has an itchy butt. Look. Jinx. Jinx. Stop scratching. Put it in the garbage. Chill. I mailed off my friend's daughter's backpack, which came out really cute. I'll show you guys right here. And then I did some folders, which I just realized I never took pictures of. I'm terrible at marketing, but I'm gonna get better. Who shopped at Aldi? What time? Oh, I never did that. Silly. But the good news is I did move on to the next round of my interviews for that job I applied for. So that's exciting. That was a great birthday present. Is there something? Oh, that's the lip. As I sit here and I think about turning 35, I think about all of the things I have achieved. And that conversation came out of talking to my godmother. So I never really had like a goal for myself to be like, oh, by the time I'm 35, I should have Callie, stop. By the time I turn 35, I should have blah, blah, blah. I never thought about stuff like that. So she reminded me today, she's like, you're 35. Do you realize that you have 3 degrees? You have your associates, your bachelor's, and your master's. You have a beautiful daughter. You have a beautiful family. You're living in a beautiful home. And she was like, well, I was calling you just because I wanted to make sure you got your gifts, because I know you like to do things that are a little bit different. She's like, I thought about sending you an edible arrangements, but I'm like, when she's done with that, then what? Like, she's going to have eaten it and then whatever. She was like, but I want to give you something that's a little bit more meaningful. Now, backstory. When I was little, my godmother used to bake her butt off. And I used to be like, I want to learn to bake just like her. I fell off. And I've been doing like a lot of reflecting and thinking about like things that I used to enjoy, because I feel like it's very important as an adult to pick up habits and have hobbies. Not habits, hobbies. Hobbies are super important. But once you get lost in motherhood and you're trying to figure out a hobby for your daughter to start to pick up, or a hobby for your son to start to take on, like soccer or gymnastics, you forget about yourself, but your hobbies matter. They're always watching. The kids are always watching. So what are your hobbies? I realized I used to like baking. I used to like to cook. So for my birthday, she got me a pizza convection oven, which is perfect because Mia likes to eat pizza a lot. So if we can be in here baking it together, I think that's ideal. I think those are the core memories that you should be instilling in your kids, and also picking up hobbies, because who knows where this pizza oven could lead me to, right? It could bring back my passion for trying new recipes, because right now I actually am fatigued with trying to decide what people are going to be eating for dinner in this house, or like what my meal prep situation is. On top of that, trying to lose weight or get fit and eat healthy and be very cautious of like the sodium intake and all of that stuff. So as you get older, you have to think about stuff like that, right? But I think that you can watch those things and still have a creative diet and make people excited to eat. Food is community. I'm building a community online, and I'm also trying to build my community in the physical space, which is why I'm really excited about my birthday dinner that everybody swears I don't know about, but I know about it because I gave my man the list. He thinks he's slick. I came I was at work yesterday and he texts me. He goes, "Are your cameras working?" And I'm like, I don't know, like, didn't think about it. I go into their app and I'm like, no, I can't see anything. Again, oblivious. I then come home after taking her to gymnastics. I come home and there's a huge tent in the backyard. And it's crazy because a question that I asked him yesterday is, how far is the venue from where we're going? I mean, from the house. He's like, oh, it's not too far. Duh, because it's in my backyard. So I'm excited for that. I don't have to go far. And it's just like the party doesn't have to stop necessarily once dinner's over, which is exciting. So yeah, things will fall as they may. Things are falling into place. I'm realizing out of the conversation I had with my godmother, it's never been about my qualifications when it came to these jobs. It's all about God and what he has in store. And I think that's super important. It's also key to remember. I made some sacrifices because I became a mom, as I should. And I have to understand that those sacrifices then means that there's a difference, but it's also forcing my forever partner to show up. And if that's what he is to me, then he will show up the way he's supposed to, even if it comes with kicking and screaming. And me, I've been exercising a lot of patience and not showing up for every argument, but I also need to remember that I need to hold people accountable for mistakes that they also may make. But mistakes are also normal. So yeah, this is a 10-minute video just for me to talk about like my reflections. I'm so blessed to have turned 35. I'm so blessed to feel healthy, to be strong, to have a clear mind. And as I journal and think about, the things that I've overcome, it's truly amazing. Truly amazing. So I'm so excited to be 35 this year. I think this year is going to be the best one yet. Your 30s are really the time, right? Like your emotional intelligence is different than it was when you were 20. Like 20 is like, oh yeah, I'm an adult. But no, like when you're 30, you're really an adult. You're really an adult. And it's great. And I think like this age and this era is like picking your signature things. And I think that might be a series that I might embark on, like your signature Cali, your signature lifestyle, but also like getting into those hobbies. So like signature hairstyles, things that make you just feel put together, routines, routinizing things, being able to have a slow morning. To me, that's so important. And it's been so important to me since I actually moved out here. For 8 years of my life, everything just felt like a rush in the morning. Take your time, slow, coast, because that's what you're supposed to do. Stay tuned for more. But until next time. Oh, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click that subscription. Yes, baby. You want soup? Soup or spaghetti? Okay. Hit that bell notification. No shrimp. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to this channel. I'd love to keep you. Love you to be here. Hit that bell notifications. I am back with the goal of hitting a weekly post here on the tube. The YouTube. I love you, baby, and if it's quite tall. Until next time.